Happy Thursday, I think it is. I don't even remember what day it is right now. So I just wanted to go live. These are some things that have been on my mind, and I feel like this is happening a lot with a lot of women. Do you ever find yourself striving so hard where you feel eventually exhausted, burnout, starting to numb yourself, moving through the days numb, living through your routine, managing the chaos, but just kind of surviving? Feeling at the end of the day like, wow, I don't even remember what happened much today. Feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, but instead of giving that weight to God, we keep carrying it and leaning up against the wall and binge watching Netflix instead because carrying the burden has become like a cross that we have chosen to bear. And I'm pretty sure this is not what following Jesus is like. So, my biggest fear was that I was missing the joy of life that he is giving me, and that I was busting my butt for the people that I love and God, yet in this chaos, I was missing them at the same time. So, and I have been doubting that again when the stress of everything that we are doing has caught up to me, and it's not enough to remind ourselves that Jesus is enough for us, but we have to remove that weight as well. And when we don't, we're missing our lives. And when we're striving, it is stealing our joy. I could be like, well, today I cleaned my kitchen, knocked out laundry, taught the kids, made dinner, and check. But no, that's not living. We're not meant to just live to cross things off a list for another day, But let's get honest. Numbing feels easier than pain. It feels easier than striving. And you know what I'm talking about when that weight of the sin or stress or hurt surrounds us, and the burden of that pain of failing to meet our own expectations of, not being the best daughter's wife, mother, friend that we wish that we were, that we're not who we thought we would be. And instead, turning on social media and busyness and Netflix and alcohol and work and other activities to help numb ourselves and cope with all of the heavy, hard things flooding us every single day. If you're catching this, if you're catching the replay, hashtag replay in the comments, or if you're catching this, say hi or hit your favorite emoji and let me know that you're here. It's not showing me who. Numbing isn't easy, or is not living. It's like the easy way out. Numbing is sleepwalking through life. Numbing is using everyone and thing as an excuse to pretend that we don't have needs. And the problem with being numb is it's less detectable, because when asked how we're doing, we have this autoresponder of I'm good or I'm fine. But is it, is our soul good? Are we truly fulfilled and happy? Those are truly terrifying answers, aren't they? To have to actually answer that. Is your soul really fulfilled and happy? Hey, Lisa, so some thoughts that crossed my mind, and I discussed this with quite a few in our Fit Fam a while back, and how many of you have actually told yourselves these things too? I don't want to be with Jesus, I want to be with Netflix. I don't want to do devotions, I just want to scroll Facebook instead. Or I don't want to spend time with my kids, I just want to take a nap. Seriously, let's get honest. How many times have you said this? Or maybe you didn't say this, but how many times have your actions shown this? So if you're exhausted from the struggle of feeling like you have to prove yourself, you're not alone, because this is the story we all find ourselves in at some point, and we cannot do this ourselves. We have to be saved. He knew that we would never be enough, so he became enough for us. Jesus is our enough, but memorizing the truth is not going to change anything, because if it did, we would not be feeling like we're not enough. The problem is we can't do this ourselves. We have to be saved, but memorizing the truth is not going to change us. The problem is we think that we know the truth, but we don't live like it. We don't live like Christ. So we say we believe he's enough, so why are we not willing to pull up to him every chance that we get? Why do we keep running to everything else but him, and Facebook and Netflix and TV and food? Why is there time with him felt more like a chore than the very thing that breathes life into us? God is in the business of stretching us past our abilities, resources, and capacity. It is just past ourselves that we see more of him, and he is best seen in our lives. So remember Isaiah 41:12. I wrote that somewhere. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not yet dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will hold you up. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand. So what does that mean? It means that you are surrendering and trusting him, jumping into what scares you with all of yourself. So if you watch and he strengthens you and helps you, and at times he's going to carry you and he wants to help you. He wants to show you how powerful it is to trust him and to do what is beyond your own resources. And 2 Corinthians 12:9, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. So what does it mean to look humble? To work hard, to be afraid, but do it anyway, needing God, knowing that it's going well, that it's because of God, and knowing that when we're in trouble and things are going horribly, it's okay because we have God too. So will you get out of the boat? Will you stop numbing your life? Will you start living like Christ? And unless you're surrounding yourself with people that are just going to nudge you and push you forward into the discomfort so that he can stretch your faith muscle, your life is going to stay the same. You can do it on your own, but trying to figure it out is really overwhelming. And we quit and we lie to ourselves saying well, life is just too busy right now. It just was not the right time. Life is never too busy to go where God is calling. Life is never too busy to honor him in all ways, spiritually, physically, and nutritionally. If you believe that life is too busy, you have not experienced his supernatural ways. But if you don't have those people to help you grow, reach out, because my Fit Sisters are those people. But will you get out of the boat? All right, guys, I hope that this message helps you and kind of gets you thinking like it was getting me thinking this morning, and get out there and have an awesome day.